Many people walk into Dollar Tree with the feeling that buying cheap already means saving money. But some items here look so similar that they make you rethink how you spend. A wide range of products priced at just a few dollars can replace items that cost several times more. And if you have not heard of these 30 names, there is a good chance your money has been quietly slipping away every day. You'd be awesome if you liked this video. 1. Macrame hanging basket. Some decor pieces seem like they have to come from specialty stores. But when you take a closer look, that familiar design shows up in a very different place. The macrame hanging basket at Dollar Tree follows the same hand-woven style that is currently popular. From the knot patterns to the hanging shape, it closely resembles designs often seen on large platforms like Amazon. This version uses lighter cord, and the details are not as thick. But when holding a small plant pot, or lightweight items, the overall look still feels neat and visually appealing. At around $3 compared to $25 for similar items, the price difference becomes clear right away. 2. Antibacterial wipes. You only realize how often you use wipes when there is a container in every corner of your home. The version at Dollar Tree is pull to use, with enough moisture to quickly clean kitchen counters, door handles, or frequently touched surfaces. When placed next to Clorox, the premium version is thicker and retains moisture longer after opening, making it less likely to dry out over time. At around $1.25 per container compared to $7 for the other option, many people start paying attention because the difference repeats every week. The way you use it does not change, only the cost that follows your usage frequency. 3. Stain remover. A small oil stain on a shirt can make you wash it multiple times, but the solution lies in the first step. The stain remover at Dollar Tree is designed to be applied directly to the stain. You spray or apply it, let it soak, then wash. When compared to familiar brands like Shout, the premium version is usually more concentrated and often includes a built-in scrub brush for faster treatment. Meanwhile, this version is simpler and needs more soaking time to achieve similar results. At about $1.25 per bottle, compared to $7 for similar products, the price gap is noticeable from the very first purchase. 4. S-hooks. Few people expect a small item like an S-hook to match the design of a major brand like IKEA. But when placed side by side, you will notice the shape, size, and function are almost identical. The Dollar Tree version uses thinner metal and has a simpler coating. But when hanging lightweight items like towels, bags, or kitchen tools, the usage experience does not feel noticeably different. What surprises many people is not the function, but the fact that a familiar design from a major system appears almost intact in a simpler version. And when you look at the price, just over $1.25 for a set, compared to a much higher price per piece elsewhere, the difference becomes hard to ignore. 5. Handle organizer. Organizing becomes much easier when everything can be grouped together and carried in one move. A handle organizer at Dollar Tree is usually around $4, while similar models at Target or specialty stores can easily reach $15. The handle design allows you to pull it out and put it back quickly, reducing mess when searching for items. The plastic may not be as thick as premium versions, but for storing spices, cosmetics, or cleaning supplies, the durability is still enough for long-term use. With daily use, you are directly saving about $10 on a single item. And if you use multiple organizers around the house, the total difference adds up significantly without affecting the real experience. 6. Large storage bins. A tidy space often comes from having bins that are large enough to gather everything in one place. Storage bins at Dollar Tree are priced around $3, while similar options at the container store usually range from to $25. The larger size allows you to store clothes, toys, or less frequently used items without needing multiple smaller bins. The material is slightly thinner, but for items that are not too heavy, the durability still holds up well over time. When placed in a closet or under a bed, what you notice is the neatness and ease of organization, not the thickness of the plastic. Each bin can help you save nearly $20, and when using multiple bins, the total cost drops significantly. 7. Washable rug. Not everyone realizes that the biggest cost of a rug is not the initial purchase, but the replacements over time. At around $7 at Dollar Tree, you get an option that can be washed and reused many times, while brands like Ruggable often go over $100 for thicker, multi-layer designs. The lower-priced version may be simpler in structure, but when placed in areas like entryways or kitchens, the functionality is still very clear. Being able to put it in the washing machine helps extend its lifespan instead of needing to replace it. 8. Wall art. You do not need to change your furniture. Just one well-placed accent can make a space look completely different. Wall art at Dollar Tree usually follows a minimalist style that is easy to match with many types of rooms. When compared to pieces from Home Goods, the premium versions tend to have deeper print colors, sturdier frames, and more refined finishing at each corner. But once it is hung and viewed as part of the whole space, attention is often drawn to the layout and arrangement rather than small details. What surprises many people is that for about $1.25, you can refresh multiple spots in your home, while another option may cost 10 times as much for the same decorative role. 9. Woven tablecloth. Do you really need to replace an entire table set when a well-chosen fabric layer can already change how the space looks? The woven tablecloth at Dollar Tree has a relatively thick texture, giving a solid feel when touched, while similar items at Urban Outfitters are often marketed as premium decor. Once placed on the table, the effect comes not from the fabric value itself but from the pattern and how it matches the surrounding space. What surprises many people is the price, around $5, while similar styles elsewhere can cost several times more. 10. Large Easter basket. Seasonal decor often makes people hesitate because costs can rise quickly, especially for larger items. The Easter basket at Dollar Tree takes a different approach, with a wide design, an inner lining, and enough sturdiness for multiple uses. When compared to options from Pottery Barn Kids, the differences lie in materials and finishing details. However, in terms of size and functionality, the experience does not change much. What stands out is the price, around $10, while similar options can go up to $40 or more. Once placed in a space, what creates the impression is the size and how you arrange the contents inside, not the brand of the product. 11. Moss-covered bunny. Just placing one item in the right spot can change a space in a way you might not expect. The moss-covered bunny at Dollar Tree has a look similar to high-end decor pieces, with a natural green surface that feels soft and adds depth when placed on a shelf or table. Compared to versions from larger decor stores, the main differences are in the finish of the moss and how well it holds up over time. However, when placed within a full setting, especially for seasonal decor, the overall effect is almost the same. The price is only around $3, while similar items can cost many times more. This price gap is what leads many people to choose more flexible decorating options while still keeping a refined look. 12. Decorative bunny. Some items may look ordinary on their own, but when placed in the right position, they can make a space feel noticeably more upscale. The decorative bunny is one example. The version at Dollar Tree keeps the familiar shape of premium designs from Pottery Barn, but with simpler colors and surface details. What is interesting is that with a small adjustment, such as repainting or pairing it with other decor pieces, the overall look becomes very close to the premium version. The price is usually around $5, while similar versions can reach $50. This creates a significant gap for the same decorative purpose. 13. Beaded edge serving tray. A tray may seem like it is only for holding items, but when placed on a table, it can noticeably elevate the feel of a gathering. The beaded edge tray at Dollar Tree creates an accent with metallic details running along the rim, a design often seen in premium lines like Mud Pie. This version is lighter and made with simpler materials. But when displaying pastries, fruit, or drinks, the effect is very similar. The price is only about $2, while comparable trays often cost several times more. During gatherings, what stands out is the arrangement and the overall lighting, not the weight of the tray. 14. Diamond pattern glass. There are small details that can make a dining table look more elegant without requiring major changes. The diamond patterned glass at Dollar Tree creates a strong light reflection effect, making drinks look more visually appealing. Compared to lines from Villeroy and Boch, the differences are in the thickness of the glass and the sharpness of the pattern. Even so, when placed on the table and used daily, the overall feel still maintains a refined look. The price is around $1.25, while similar items can go up to $15 or more. This difference is what encourages many people to change their choices while keeping the same visual experience. 15. Ribbed glass. Some small details can change how a table looks without needing to replace many things. The ribbed glass is one of those items, with vertical lines that reflect light more clearly when placed under lighting. When you hold it, you will notice the Dollar Tree version feels lighter, with thinner glass compared to options from Anthropologie, which are thicker and more sharply defined in each cut. However, once placed on the table, especially when filled with water, the visual effect becomes the main impression. Each glass costs just over $1, while similar options often exceed $10 per piece. Like the video if this surprised you. 16. Multicolor food containers. There is a small habit that has a very clear impact on how you use your kitchen every day. It is how you see your food. When everything is separated by color, it becomes faster to find what you need. It is also easier to avoid forgetting items and helps reduce waste. The multicolor food containers at Dollar Tree do exactly that. The approach is simple but effective. Compared to premium versions, the plastic may be thinner and the lids are not completely airtight. However, for daily use or short-term storage, they still meet the need. The price is only about $1.25, while similar options are often several times higher. 17. Airtight acrylic container. If you've ever opened a box of cereal and found it losing its crispness after a few days, you'll understand why airtight packaging is important. Dollar Tree's acrylic boxes focus on this, with a simple yet effective design to prevent leaks. When placed next to an OXO box, you'll find the mechanism is less sophisticated and the closing force is lighter. It's surprisingly affordable at around $5, compared to around $20 for the premium version. But the key is that you can maintain the freshness of your food without investing heavily in complex designs. 18. Snack container. You may be paying several times more just to divide one food box into smaller compartments. The snack container at Dollar Tree does one simple job. It separates portions so they are easy to carry, organized, and do not mix odors. When placed next to BentGo, the premium version has stronger locks and tighter sealing. But in daily situations like taking food to school or work, this difference rarely affects the experience. The price is about $5 compared to around $25, creating a gap that makes many people stop and think. 19. Glass baking dish. Many people only realize the importance of a baking dish when food starts to stick or cook unevenly. The glass baking dish at Dollar Tree allows you to see the food clearly while baking. You can monitor color and doneness without opening the oven repeatedly. When compared to products from Pyrex, the premium version is thicker, retains heat more consistently, and resists warping after repeated use. The version here is lighter, with thinner glass walls. However, it still performs well for common dishes like cakes, meat, or vegetables. The cost is only a few dollars per piece, while the alternative is often many times higher. The difference is not in how you cook, but in durability and heat resistance over long-term use. 20. Wooden utensils. In the kitchen, there are items you cannot do without, from spoons and ladles to tongs. They are used every day but rarely compared in detail. Wooden utensils at Dollar Tree have a simple design and a smooth surface and are easy to handle during cooking. When compared to products from Williams-Sonoma, the difference lies in thickness and the level of finishing in small details. Premium versions are usually treated more carefully to reduce cracking and maintain their color longer. Meanwhile, the Dollar Tree version focuses on basic function. The cost per item is just over $1, while the other options can be many times higher for the same type of utensil. 21. Arm & Hammer hand soap. This is a product found in almost every part of the home, from the kitchen to the bathroom, used repeatedly throughout the day. The Arm & Hammer version at Dollar Tree has a gel texture, produces foam quickly, and has a light scent. When compared to other products, the main difference lies in how well it retains moisture after washing and how long the scent lasts. Premium products often include additional moisturizing ingredients. The cost per purchase at Dollar Tree is significantly lower, at about $1.25, while other options are usually several times higher for the same volume. 22. Shower steamers. Instead of focusing on appearance, how this product works is what matters. When placed in an area with hot water, the steamer slowly dissolves and releases fragrance into the space. The Dollar Tree version is smaller and has a shorter scent duration, while premium versions are usually more compressed and last longer. The difference is not in the mechanism, but in the intensity and duration of the experience. With each use, the cost of the basic version is significantly lower than similar products on the market, where prices are often much higher for the same type of experience. 23. Scent booster beads. Sometimes, fragrance does not come from the perfume you spray. It starts right after your clothes are washed. The scent booster beads at Dollar Tree are added directly into the machine. They dissolve and attach to the fabric, creating a light but noticeable scent when you wear the clothes. At around $1.25 for a small pack, many people start paying attention because this number is much lower than options that can exceed $20 from Sol de Janeiro. The difference still exists in scent intensity and how long it lasts. However, the overall feeling when wearing freshly washed clothes is not too far apart in everyday situations. 24. Orange soap. The time you actually use soap is very short, just a few seconds. But the feeling it leaves behind determines whether you like it or not. The orange soap at Dollar Tree creates a fresh citrus scent as soon as it touches water. It is easy to notice and not too strong. At about $1.25 per bottle, compared to products from Bath & Body Works that usually range from $8, the price gap becomes quite clear. Premium versions tend to have a scent that lasts longer after washing. This version focuses on a clean and refreshing feeling during use. 25. Vitamin C makeup remover wipes. There are times when you just need a quick step to clean your skin without going through multiple complicated steps. The makeup remover wipes at Dollar Tree are designed for that situation. You pull one out and use it right away. One wipe removes most dirt and light makeup. At only $1.25 per pack, many people start comparing it to products from Sephora that can cost around $10. Premium versions usually have a softer texture and include added skincare ingredients, leaving a more moisturized feeling after use. 26. Be Pure Primer. There is one detail that makes many people pause longer when looking at these two products. The feeling on the skin is more similar than they expect. When applied, Be Pure creates a light, smooth layer that helps foundation stay in place during the first few hours. When compared to ELF, the premium version is smoother and more even on difficult areas of the skin. But what makes people curious is that the difference is not always easy to notice right from the first use. At around $1.25 compared to $15, many people begin to question what experience they are actually paying for. 27. Shaving cream. What surprises many people is not whether this product works well, but how familiar it feels during quick use. The shaving cream at Dollar Tree creates enough glide for the razor to move smoothly without dragging. When compared to EOS, the premium version usually leaves the skin feeling softer and more moisturized after rinsing. However, during the actual shaving process, the experience happens very quickly. This makes the difference harder to notice unless you compare carefully. At about $1.25 versus $6, the price gap leads many people to rethink their choices. 28. Fresh and comfy lotion. There is a somewhat strange feeling when you try these two lotions side by side. You know they are different, but it is hard to point out the first difference right away. Fresh and Comfy absorbs quickly and leaves the skin feeling dry and light, making it suitable for multiple uses throughout the day. When compared to EOS, the premium version tends to retain moisture longer and leaves a softer feel when touched. What creates curiosity is that in the first few hours after application, the experience is not clearly separated as the price suggests it would be. About $1.25 versus $10 creates a large enough gap for many people to start questioning where the real difference lies. 29. Deodorant. There is something that is hard to notice unless you test them side by side. In the first few hours, the experience feels almost the same. The deodorant at Dollar Tree has a light, pleasant scent that fits well with daily routines. When compared to Dr. Squatch, the premium product usually lasts longer toward the end of the day and performs more consistently in hot conditions. What surprises many people is the price. For just over $1, you can use this product, while the other option often exceeds $10. The difference does not appear in the initial feeling, but becomes clearer over time when you look at spending habits. 30. Bar soap. A bar of soap seems simple, but it is something used repeatedly every day and rarely compared closely. The version at Dollar Tree lathers quickly, has a firm surface, is easy to hold, and does not soften too quickly when exposed to water. When compared to Dr. Squatch, you will notice the premium version has a deeper scent and lasts longer. However, during quick showers, the cleaning experience feels quite similar. The real difference lies in how the money is spent. One costs about the same as a drink, while the other can be several times more for the same daily habit. There is one detail many people do not notice. Quite a few items at Dollar Tree are actually borrowing designs, scents, or overall feel from well-known brands you are already familiar with. At a glance, it is hard to tell. Only when placed side by side do the similarities become surprisingly clear. These details are not shown on the packaging. They are in how the products are made. Have you ever used something and only later realized it was a dupe?